Welcome back from the bench, everybody. It's always Eric, and today we're back with a retail box of 2020-2021 Series 2. Bought this for $100 Canadian plus tax. So where I am, that means $115. We're looking for Kaprizov, Stutzle, Cousins, Sorokin. Lots of guys in here, so we'll get right into it. Turn the camera around. I'm trying a different setting on the camera. I didn't realize this camera had like a 60 frames per second instead of 30 frames per second, which is what I usually record on. So this might even look better. Who knows? We'll see what we can do. Backdrop. I forgot these have no seal on them past the seal. But newest PC piece that Hollow FX Matt Duchene. It's just a cheap little card I found. So I picked that up. And then we got the Cole Caulfield. Also just picked that up recently. That's more of a buy in the offseason hold. And then one over is my first ever tag grading. I did not grade with it. I bought 3 of them. I'm going to pretty much, I know I'm going to crack the other 2 out. They were actually 7.5s. For whatever reason. I'm going to crack those out. I think they're PSA 9s. Probably not going to get 10 just because the centering from top to bottom is off. But the rest of the cards are really clean. So send those in. Like I said, probably be 9s, but just get them out of tag slabs. They were super cheap. They were like $26, $28, and $30 a piece US plus shipping. And then I ship my cards to send all my stuff too. So anyway, still really, really cheap for them. So here we go, Patty Kane, and then a Mackenzie Entwistle. It was all over the products for a while for me. So get into the next pack, but tag it's okay. It's a see-through case, so it's see-through right at the back, so you can see everything. There's a number on it on there. You can pull it up. They have high definition scans of the card itself. They also tell you why you got it, centering, everything else. They give you a pretty detailed breakdown of everything. Slabs, whatever. Grading seems to be a little bit harder than it might, it should be. We got a marquee rookie of Reed Duke, and then a Jack Hughes. See if he can, carry on from his last season and do it again for the Devils. So Jack Hughes in the blue, or the green Dazzler. I like to wear the blue on that marquee rookie. So yeah, like I said, it's they're fine. It's one of those things. One day to tag me catch up. Yeah, sure, maybe. Would I waste my money grading with tag instead of PSA right now? No, right? Unless you really have a PC item and you're like, I want to use tag. I want to have all my stuff graded with tag, not PSA, because I like the way the slab looks or something like that. At that point, I think I'd go with like CGC, CGS, whatever, instead. Because I think the slabs are nicer. But everyone's going to be different. But if you just want straight money back, resale, value, everything else, it's PSA and probably will be for quite a while. So Palat. This comes from a guy that, at one point graded with HGA. So what does that tell you? Sorenstrom, base pack. I think it's base pack. Base pack. So I'm not always the smartest person in the world. HGA was tag before tag. They were trying to get all fancy. Tag kind of took it to the next level. HGA had the labels, everything else. But it's just a reminder, especially the price is what it is to grade with all of them. It was one thing when PSA was $250 to grade a card, and that didn't make sense to do that, right? But and everything else is $25. It's like, okay, well, it makes more sense to send to these lower companies. Even the resale is not there for a more basic card. Now that they're all the same price essentially to grade within a couple bucks, it doesn't make sense to use anybody else, I don't think. So Jesper Bratt, Connor Ingram. So going to be looking for in this year's product coming out 23-24. Another Nashville Predators goalie in Askarov. So I know I've already had one guy, Newfie, I think it's Newfie cards. I think it's just, that's all it is. On Instagram, he was reaching out to me asking me You know, if I had any Askarov cards, if I came across any, to give him a shout, because he's actually coming through like my hometown in the next couple weeks. So I said I'll keep an eye out and go from there. But Belmar, Vasilevsky, Nyquist, Sundqvist, and Stephen Lorentz in the portraits rookies. So here we go. Let me know how you guys find the quality of the video is. If you think it looks better than usual, it should. Like I said, it's 60 frames per second, but it does like zoom. Like everything else is the exact same, but it actually like zooms it out even more, because usually, obviously, you guys know with slabs, usually they're a little closer for me. Everything else, so definitely a different background for on my end of things too. So Pecorine, Vaxa, and oh, I saw it. Timmy Stew. Let's go. Tim Stutzle, young gun with a Brock Besser green behind it. Let's go. I'm like a lot of people. I'm a big believer in Tim Stutzle. I just think he was really good. He was my favorite guy coming out of that draft. You know, nothing against the rest of them, but even like the Byfield thing, I saw Stutzle play and I was like, man, this kid is awesome. Just a second. I think that's a 10, ladies and gentlemen. Might be bottom heavy too, but let me know if you think that's a 10 or not. Anyways, Tim Stutzle, young gun. That's exciting. That's a good way to start off this video. See if we can get a good, maybe another good young gun in here, maybe a good young guns canvas. But there we go. Tim Stutzle. Kind of, yeah, we'll put him there, I guess. And the Brock Besser. So 1 for 1 for the young guns. That's right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that is. 1 for 1. It is crazy that this, like, especially Series 2, it was such a big product. The pop counts for some of these, like, young guns is wild. Korshkov for the Maple Leafs. The rookie portraits. Also, you can notice this is not an MVP video. I don't think, I know the excitement's there for Connor Bedard. I know that. But, oh, another young gun. This one's going to be for the Capitals. Brian Pino. I actually didn't pull much of this guy when I was opening a lot of this product. And I opened, if you guys are early watchers of this channel, I opened a ton of Series 2. I did pretty well with it. Pulled a lot of Kaprizovs. Pulled some Kaprizov Young Gun canvases. I'm pretty sure I have every Young Gun in this set. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure this one was taken care of a while back. So we got Joel Armia, Adam Henrique, and a Reed Duke again. Tom Wilson, Pedersen, Cody Glass, Patrick Laine. So, but yeah, some of the pop counts for some of this stuff, like, is it the Kaprizov is like a 5,000 or 4,000 pop count in PSA 10s. It's like a 70% gem rate. So, regular canvas, Bennington, him and Pietrangelo. I'm assuming that's outdoor game, maybe? I don't know why he's got a sweater on. Anyways, Bennington, Joel Hofer. I think I think they give him a really good chance at being the number 1 this year. What's going on about MVP? I just don't know, like, MVP, you're chasing one guy. Every other card in that set is worth 20 cents. Like, Mike Riley with the Sens. Another Sens hit. You know, Connor Bedard, you're obviously chasing him, and that's the big thing. But really, like, other than that, like, you guys know, like, I don't like opening products on this channel that I don't think are a good value or just aren't something I'd recommend. Like, I don't open a whole lot of like random products because I don't, you know, once again, I don't want to see you guys waste your money because you see me open it. Not that that's obviously the case. Matt Dumba now on a new team, just signed over, and Victor Sodstrom, the holdover for a bunch of products, a bunch of his signatures and autos and stuff are all in 2022, 2020, or 2021, 2022 products. So Soderstrom and the Green Dazzler. Svechnikov. Darren Helm, Stanley Cup champion. And for the Blues, is it Nico Mikkola? No, Austin Poganski. I think Nico Mikkola is in extended for this year. But Austin Poganski, basic young gun. It is funny looking back at some of these sets that aren't even that old, right? Some guys that were super highly touted, everything else, and you know they're nothing. Like Victor Sodstrom, he was a decent name when this came out, you know, potential, everything else, and then became nothing. This is a rookie materials. Alexander True, so once again, not a big name, but it's a nice patch at least. So nice patch of Alexander True. So not a big name. That'd be obviously better if it was like a Kaprizov or Stutzle, whoever. But these packs, you guys see me doing it. People say, why don't you just rip them open? You know, do it this way. If a pack gives me problems, I'm not gonna just like manhandle the pack and like potentially like mess up the corners on cards. I got a little box cutter beside me. I'll use that all day long. Box cutter from Buck City Breaks. If you guys like are in the States and like you know, football breaks and stuff like that, Buck City Breaks, great guys. Not a sponsor. No sponsors over here. Probably should try to find some sponsors. Should probably try to do that at some point. I've been thinking about it lately. Connolly, Jake Ottinger with another base of Nylander. So Ottinger, if we can get an Ottinger in here, pretty excited. That would be not a bad thing right now. But yeah, MVP, like I said, you're chasing Connor Bedard. Other than that, nobody else matters. Like, some of the cards are cool if you are an Askarov fan. If you're like, I'm wearing this right now, Moncton Wildcats t-shirt. I'm a huge Jacob Pelche fan. Like, got a raw deal so far in Calgary. Played really well in the AHL. Really good player. Was awesome in Moncton. Like, awesome in the queue. Everything else. That guy is going to be a big chase for me in Series 1. But once again, his MVP cards are going to be worth 20 cents as soon as an actual product comes out. As soon as actual Series 1 comes out in 2 months, they're worth nothing. So even the Bedard thing. Oh, there we go. Stuart Skinner. It's a good box. Stuart Skinner. Another young gun. This guy, obviously, starting goaltender for Edmonton Oilers. See if he can maybe, you know, rebound from last year in the playoffs. Good chance he could, but a lot of pressure on a rookie goaltender to go out there and try to win it all. You know, the man's not Patrick Wall or anything like that. Like, you get a little nervous, I think, going into your first playoffs. So the nice thing about opening products like this too, Series 2 is actually pretty good for like quality control overall. So like a lot of the cards, a lot of the young guns have like a pretty high gem rate. So that's the other big thing about opening up this product is you have a really good chance at, if you do decide to grade, hitting a PSA 10. So still got to check them over, but there we go. Kirill Ustimenko. So not a guy that you're really chasing, but that's part of the product. So that's anything when you open up a product that's a couple years old. Obviously, you open up 2022, 23, Series 1, 2, extended, not so much extended, but Series 1 or 2, you get all kinds of guys that you're excited for. It's like Series 2 from 2021, 2022, right? Oh, there's 20 guys you'd be excited for. Now they're all like $10 to $40 young guns. That's just the way it is. So, Nick Schmaltz, Carey Price, Brad Marchand. Is he going to be the future captain of the Bruins? And another Ottinger, once again in typical Upper Deck fashion. You get one of them, you get two of them. So a little O-Pee-Chee. Look, I actually just sold a Sunset Parallel. It was Ireland. 2 years of that fluffy little guy that just ran behind me. He's going to start yelling now. That's what he does. He's got no common courtesy of me. 2 years since I found that guy in the middle of the road at like, he would have been like 4 or 5 weeks old. And he was just in the middle of the road, and ta-da, I've had him ever since. So he likes to yell at all hours of the night. So Anthony Angelo. And is there something behind him? Our fourth Dazzler? I don't remember there being this many Dazzlers. I think I say this every time I open this retail product. Braden Point, the guy that gets 0 hobby love. But it's hard. I think that he's a member of that. It's hard to give love to a team that has so many superstars, right? I think Colorado has that with some guys. But it's like, how do you have huge collectors for Vasilevsky and Hedman and Stamkos and Kucherov and Braden Point? So I think he just kind of gets lost in the sauce a little bit. Braden Point does. So let's see what else we can get in here. Been a pretty decent box though. You get a Stutzle or a Kaprizov, you're pretty happy with it overall. Especially like I said, the big thing with this stuff is if you, not every time once again, but if you hit one of these big guys, you have it's not so much the base value. Like if you're opening up series 1 or 2 or from the last 2 years, you're essentially just hoping that you're going off just the value of their young gun, because chances are you won't be able to grade it and confidently get a 10. Where this stuff, if you pull it, like I'll put it up what that Stutzle is right now below me. That's what a PSA 10 Stutzle goes for. Right? So like there's the chance to make your money back. Yes, there's the cost of grading, everything else, but you have that chance if you hit a 10 to make it back, where in I think the newer products you don't have that option. Reed Duke, once again, in typical Upper Deck fashion, you're doubling up on the base players, or the insert players. So we already got our Reed Duke. We got 2 Jake Ottingers. That's just the way this product works. We should be getting 2 Young Guns to finish us off. Maybe a Young Guns canvas. I think we only got 2 canvases, so might hit another one. Maybe. Who knows? Anders Nielsen, Mike Hoffman, Clayton Keller, Young Gun for the Sharks, John Leonard. No, Joel Kellman. So Joel Kellman, Young Guns, Halak. Who's that? Dave Comp and Kotkaniemi. None of those guys are on the same team anymore. How funny it is to watch just a couple years, and I could probably say that about a lot of players on these in this that I've opened up today. It's a lot of these guys are no longer on the same, especially a lot of the base young, like a lot of those Young Guns. They're probably not there. Obviously, Timmy Stu and Stuart Skinner are, but a lot of the guys probably aren't. We got a regular canvas. We got Pecorine, some cards and stature. Boys from Gong Show Hockey Card Podcast. One of the guys on there is a big Pecorine fan, so he's excited that he's got some cards coming up in stature. Got 2 packs left. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want, hit that like, hit the subscribe. Next video, let me know what you guys want to see for videos. I don't mind opening product, obviously. Sorry, I didn't realize we cut out there for some reason. Not sure why. But yeah, these guys all don't think are in the NHL, or at least, they're deep down in there. Probably none of them are with those same teams anymore. The joys of opening a product a couple years later. But very happy. Once again, hit this Tim Stutzle, hit the Stuart Skinner. So pretty good day overall opening it over here. Let me know if you guys think these are PSA 10s. One last look. Maybe that top edge is a little... We'll be able to clean that up though. Same as this. Let me know what you guys think. And for Eric from the bench, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys.